Most of my personality comes from watching Futurama in my formative years. My basement walls adorned with photos of Fry and Leela instead of my children. One of the early episodes had Fry saving the world while riding Scooty Puff Jr. When Mario Kart released Mr. Scooty, that became my go-to kart in the game. So when someone offered this up for sale, I knew I had to have it, so I could make a Scooty Puff for myself. This is the glory that is going to become Scooty Puff Jr. It's got a belt drive, electric motor, and it had two 12-volt batteries. I was going to try to charge them when they were sitting here. I was like, why is this one off the ground? And then I looked and there's a giant bubble on the bottom of it. Usually that's a bad sign for batteries, so we're just going to properly dispose of that one. It's $33 for a new battery, and that's just too much because I don't even want to leave it at that. What I would like to do is replace this with a hub motor, which I've already ordered. But before I get to all that, I have a 72-volt battery, I have a 72-volt Amazon special motor, and a controller. So while I wait for the hub motor to come in, I'm going to go ahead and just see if I can hook up that 72-volt Amazon battery to this thing, see if we can get it running on that. What I want to do is take some of this apart. Gym power sports. I literally found nothing on this thing online. If somebody's better at Google than me, let me know. Maybe you can find something. I guarantee you there's people better at Google than me. I give up real quick, guys. Will that little blue thing come off of there? This is what we got. Let's take this off. This charges the battery. I don't need any of this stuff because I'm replacing everything. What the hell? There's literally nothing holding that in except vengeance and anger and hate and the force. All right, I'm gonna have to take this off. But this is just a cushion. Oh. All right, we gotta take that off. Ugh, give me a second. Okay, so this is what came off of there, and this is what I want to replace it with. What are the chances that those screw holes are the same distance apart? I'm gonna go 0, but wouldn't that be awesome? All right, it's 0. Can I put this on here? Good. Let's try this. Nice. Look, it broke the screw off. I don't actually think that matters though, because I don't care about this motor. Let's just see if I can get this one off, just to make myself feel better. It's reverse threaded? No way. Did I just... Right. Okay, that's off of there but screwed up. Let's get this off of here now. Let's just try to pry it. Ta-da! Oh, I broke it. Asshole. It broke the little lip off the bottom. Man, I can't believe that happened. The little thing just exploded. Ugh. Well, okay, it wasn't gonna fit on there anyway. It needs that, I think, or the belt's gonna slip off. I got an idea. It's likely a stupid idea, but it's an idea nonetheless. This thing exploded, right? I did some measurements, and this will fit over this if I smooth that off of there. So yes, I can get this to fit on yonder, but man, it really needs this little collar. So what if I super glue that together to hold it there, and then like I weld it, like I tack weld around there and reform this circle. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. I have to take that little knot off of there. I mean, it's probably hardened, right? That might work, but it's going to take longer than I want it to. All right, proof of concept is there, but I'm pretty sure I need to take that back a little bit more. All right, I'm gonna work on that a little bit more. If I could get that to be pretty much flush with that and then retap those threads, I think it'll stay. It's not perfect, but it's on there. And so now that fits over like that. And next I need to retap these threads. These are reversed. I'm just gonna put them on normal because it spins both ways. And I have an M8 by a 1.25 nut. And I have an M8 by 1.25 tap. I think is close enough to do this. So what we're gonna do, put a little thread cutter on here. This is 9 millimeters. It should hold it steady. We're just gonna up some threads. I mean, we're just gonna mess up some threads. Okay, okay. Then bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. So that's what we're gonna do. And then I'm going to weld that right there. All right, let's see if that actually lines up. If I take this stupid brake cable off of here, which I should be able to refigure out, I can actually... All right, we got this on the bench. How did this go? Okay, so it goes like this, and it lifts up like that. Okay, so I need to see if this bracket will support this motor. Oh, come on. What did I do? Oh yeah, there we go. It sits a little different, which I don't know why I would expect it to. It's a little wider. I think I can cut off a few things and get it to sit perfectly in that center. See what I did? It's flipping perfect. What next? We're gonna do a bench test. I got that on there. I only have, there was 4 on the other one. I only have 2 bolts holding this one, but that's literally all there is on the front of that. There's 2 on the back, 2 on the front, and then there's that little bracket back there, which 72 volt battery, 72 volt, 3000 watt controller. This is high, low, medium, on, off, throttle. Let's see if this thing works. On. I want to be over here. I want to see it run. All right, pretty long cable. I guess I have it turned on. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's got a little clutch in it. That's on 0. 1. All right, that slowed it down. Those seem to do the same. Let's unhook the high-low or the 3-way switch, because I think if it's unhooked, it defaults to high. If you hook this up wrong, you can only get 2. You only get 2 of the settings. All right, let's try that. I didn't turn it off to do that. Good job. Okay, that seems the same. Let's put it back on the thing and see if it works. Actually, I never figured out which way it was rolling. I got to figure out which way this is spinning. Oh, it's going forward. I got it right. Let's see if this is going to fit with that bracket in place. Holy crap, it's going to. Yeah. You know, I can actually put this whole thing together without the blue part. Chair. Wimmy wham wham wazzle. Oh, please tell me you're gonna fit. Oh, look at. Okay. It sticks up a little bit. Perfect. Just zip tie that together. Let's just cram all this junk into there. I'm gonna do a little bit of cable management. I mean, not much. I'm not gonna do any cable management. Let's get this hooked back up. So let's clip this back on here. I think I have it all together, including the brakes, which is rare for a first try, but let's just see if this thing rolls or spins, whatever it's called. I'd love to try it out, but it's freaking rainy outside and dark. So let's see if we can drive it in the basement. Christ. Why did it take off so fast? No way it's gonna be that strong. Let's do a slow start. All right, I think It's faster than I expected. All right, the belt's slipping. That actually would be fun. Why is it so heavy? Oh yeah, all the stuff I put in there. Oh, I can't turn around. Okay. That actually has some movement to it. I gotta tighten the belt before I burn it out. Let's try it one more time. You can hear the belt slipping a little bit. There is some adjustment down here. Like, I think what I'd have to do is loosen that bolt and then pull that. All right, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try some stuff because that has more potential than I thought it was going to. The whole thing took off. It could be just because of the close quarters. You ready to follow me? Should I put a helmet on? Safety first.
I can't go very fast.
All right, I'm gonna try to loop around.
Flat wheel.
Where?
The back one.
My back wheel is flat?
Yeah.
It really is pulling to one side. All right, well, let's go fill it up.
Flat tire. It was like completely smushed.
Oh, yeah. It was definitely driving weird because of the flat tires.
Mm-hmm.
After that test drive, I had like a top speed of 13 miles an hour on flat ground. So I messed with this three-way switch a little bit more. I'm thinking without the switch installed, it goes to medium speed. I got it installed now, and now listen. 1, 2, 3. And I swear when I was testing it before, it was more of that pitch. And of course, I'm pitch perfect. See how it's gonna fit over all this stuff. All right. With the stickers off, the seat needed to be made more banana-shaped and colored. So I removed the seat bracket, measured the space, roughly drew out the shape I wanted. I'll round that off. With some scraps of wood, I thickened up the sides. I don't know if that lined up. I then traced out where I wanted to do some contouring and shaped it with my angle grinder. Once I had the seat shaped how I liked it, I used some contact adhesive and attached a giant piece of foam to the top. After checking the seat for comfort, I removed the excess foam with a hot wire cutter. I tried on my Mr. Scooty yellow piece of fabric and stapled it into place. Honestly, that doesn't look half bad. I then put some Elmer's glue around the edge of the fabric over top of the staples. I don't know if it was a good idea.
Seems like it worked.
I then trimmed away all the excess fabric. Ta-da!
Stupid looking. I hate it.
I love it. Now that I have my Scooty seat on the puff, let's get the light system to work. I bought this kit. It came with a round little light. I just spray painted that thing yellow. Some plugs and a tail light. So I took, this is the little fender thing. It had a little brake light on that, but I want to attach this one to here. But it hooks up a little different. I'm going to grind all that flat. I just need to drill 2 little holes. 3/16 to 1/4, somewhere in there. Ow! I just cut myself with a stupid drill. God, everything I do hurts. Well, but at least I got it. Let's do some wiring. I have made a on-off switch with a little red button, and then I put the 3-way switch through this little panel. Just wire that through here. It should just pop in there. Oh, I don't have it hooked up. Hold on. God, it's hard to be this stupid. This is the wire for the power for Let's see. Oh, Jesus, that's terrible. Why is that so loud? Whatever. Okay, and then it does switch off with the whole cart. So good. I just have to get all these wires in here so it looks good. Oh, I gotta make the little floor piece. So if you look at Mr. Scooty, it's definitely a kid's scooter where there's not really a seat. It's more like a seat on a plastic thing. I have to be able to ride this, so I'm not gonna go that far. But I am gonna paint this little floor pan red. And I've got some red grips coming. So it should look pretty awesome. The light's gonna go here. Okay, so give me a second. I'm gonna wire this together and do some, you don't need to watch that. Do you guys ever start working on a project and you come up with an easier way to do something, so you start doing the easier way, only to halfway through realize that the easier way was in fact not easier and gonna take you way longer, but now you feel like, well, I've already spent this much time, I might as well finish this way, only then to realize later again when you finish the project that at any point had you stopped and gone the other way, you would have been better off. Okay. That's what I just did, and that describes probably 90% of my projects. So there's a little floor that goes over this battery area, but the floor that came with the bike had these little ridges that stuck down on it. And I was like, well, I can either make a piece of aluminum plate, because I have some diamond plating, shape it like this, and then screw that into place. Or I can grind off all the flat parts and make it fit over it. And it was messy, it took forever. I think I probably breathed half of it, but it does go down. Ta-da! I now have the floor that fits. I'm gonna paint this red, and then we are pretty close to having a Scooty Puff Junior. Mr. Scooty, whichever. Finishing touches on Mr. Scooty, and yes, I'm in pajamas, but that's because it's dark outside and I have to work sometimes. I don't do this stuff at normal hours. Red metallic floor. I might shouldn't have gotten a half controller. I might should have gotten, because I got the little half grip, and the reason I did that was because I was thinking that I'd get a quarter twist throttle thing, but I ended up not getting a quarter twist throttle. I got the full twist. That's fine. That works out good. This is riveting footage, guys. Me hanging upside down, tightening a tolt. My seat's not tight enough either. I am having a time. You know how people do glamour shots? This is all you get from me. Mr. Scooty.
You're too fast for me. No, just that. I just want to show it riding around a little bit. This guy asked for a Power Wheel for Christmas. If he gets one, he's going to be very disappointed.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, this thing is pretty fun as it is. It's really smooth and quiet with the electric motor and belt drive. Its top speed is 20 miles per hour, which is honestly about as fast as it should go, based on the stability and brakes. But in the next video, I will be adding the hub motor, and I'm going to build a matching side cart. So, like and subscribe for more Scooty Puff fun. Mr. Scooty action?
I hit a mailbox. Felony caught on tape. It's a me! Alright, I'm way too cold.